Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is everybody's producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with one last run: Pittsburgh Penguins 2026-2027 season start part 17. Jeff, we missed last week because, well, I'll just say it right now. Had a bit of a health issue, so I wasn't here. Thank you to those who gave their well wishes. I'm on my way back and still going to be a little bit, but I'm feeling good enough to stream right now. So Jeff streamed last week with our Montreal game, and now we're back with our Pittsburgh game and our new look Penguins who, well, Jeff, I mean, we have a new number one center. You can see on our depth chart here. Jack Eichel.
Yep. Sidney Crosby going to have to deal with the second line this year.
Yeah, Steven Stamkos returned.
Nearly 40. Yeah, you got Stamkos. I'm surprised you were able to get Stamkos back, but he actually went to free agency, right?
He did, yeah. We brought him back.
Yeah.
Jake DeBrusk, we traded for at the trade deadline. Then he's re-signed. Those are kind of the big ones. I'm trying to think if there was anybody else that we grabbed. I'm just going to have to look at our transactions, actually, here.
Yeah, your job security is very good, so not something.
Right, we traded away Tristan Jarry. That's right. We ended up upgrading and getting Joel Hofer from St. Louis as our goaltender, our new number one. That was our other big change. And then we made a couple trades to get rid of some guys and move some contract stuff around to pick up some more draft picks. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. We don't have a fourth round pick this year, but I'm sure that'll change. You can see we have a lot of guys called up at the moment, including.
I don't need a ton of picks at this point because I mean we've got a pretty young team now. It's other than the couple of guys, the holdovers, Letang and Crosby, and Stamkos too. I guess it's mostly under about 28. Eichel's 29.
Yeah.
And you've also got the guys you got late last year, Jake DeBrusk, who Canuck, Jake DeBrusk in real life.
Yeah.
And Sean Dursey. So.
Right. We picked up Sean Dursey at the trade line. And I think we re-signed him as well. Oops. That's not Sean Dursey. That was Luca Cognoni. Yeah. So that's kind of our big thing. Arizona is gone as well. We have the Utah Yeti in the league.
We're assuming they're not going to stick with the
Utah Hockey Club.
Utah Hockey Club thing for more than a year.
We're fully believing that. But yeah, so kind of that's where we're playing out. We have a captain and a second assistant, so we still need to name another assistant, which I'm thinking was Stamkos last year. I'm assuming we're probably going to have Stamkos this year.
Yeah, there's nobody else that really jumps out. Letang and Crosby are the obvious candidates, and they've already got a CNA and
Letang.
Yeah, there's nobody.
Or not Letang. Stamkos moves back into the number one spot on the ZA.
The guy we probably want to keep a look on there, though, is Braden Coots, 19-year-old. I think it was a first-round pick last year, and he's already 15 leadership. So that guy's going to have a letter in a few years, a couple of years maybe. And he's also shown 4.5-star potential.
Yes. He's our number one prospect as well, so that's kind of what we want.
Yep.
Our team is kind of a mixture bag right now. You can see Braden Bowman's a really low-ranked guy, but he came in last year, especially in the playoffs, and just scored points. So even though he's 2 stars, he's kind of probably going to be at least our 13th forward.
If you give him the playing time, I think the stats portion of the star system will kick in fairly soon and bump him up higher than that. The other interesting thing, if you look at the depth chart.
Sorry, I was just looking at
Bo Gels, who we almost wrote off last year. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So this was one of our first round picks. It was supposed to be the number 2 pick, and we got him at 17.
Yeah, Rubrux and slid way down for some reason, but we're not going to complain.
Yeah. So he could possibly be on this team this year, but he might get sent back down. And sorry, you're talking about Bo Jelsma. Yeah, had 32 points in 27 games.
In the AHL, but like before Christmas last year, he was almost at the point of wondering if we needed to send him to the ECHL.
Yeah. So we have some guys who are going to be around. Uh, Josh Bloom, did we just sign him? I feel.
That's the guy we got for trading Barry de Boulay to Vancouver.
Right. Okay.
I think that we were dumping salary there, if I remember right.
Yeah. So we have some stuff. We currently have 20 players dressed. Let's take out our goaltenders, though. We'll put in Blomqvist and Ruggiero. Put Bowman in. Crosby comes out. Ripken can go in.
I will point out, since you're inevitably going to see it, Adam Lowry is a UFA, unsigned so far.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's. If we needed him, I would sign him, but we don't really need him.
Could give him a tryout.
I mean, we got a lot of guys right now, as it is. Stamkos can come out, and we'll put in Brisson. I still got Jack Eichel playing. I should probably take Eichel out, too. No, I'll leave Eichel in for a game versus Winnipeg.
Yeah, start building some chemistry.
And 7-6 win. There you go.
Preseason hockey.
Goal and 2 assists. All right. Eichel scores the first goal 14 seconds in. Oh, boy, look at that third period. We were up 6-1 and almost blew it. I mean, we did blow it. We won it in overtime. Okay, what happened in the third period? My goodness. Even strength, even strength, even strike. Power play, even strength. Oof. Guess we just forgot to show up in the third. That's not good.
Was Hofer on goal?
No, I put in the backups.
Okay.
I'm guessing they both got in that game. Devon Levy goes to Carolina for a second. Buffalo. Interesting. What's Buffalo got in net?
Not a lot. I'm not sure why they did that.
Maybe they might have some salary cap issues. They're at 88 million.
Oh, yeah, they're right up against it.
So that might be
Because
it.
they've got that. We traded them the Carlson contract.
Yeah.
And they already had Rasmus Dahlin at $11 million. And they're still paying Jeff Skinner $9 million a year somehow.
Sorry, I was going to go back and look at the goaltenders on that. Yeah, so... Oh, only Blomqvist stayed in that game with a 760 save percentage. Oh, yeah. That's what you feel good about coming out. Yeah, I feel relatively confident here about what we can do.
Yeah, we just need a couple of players to break out, and there's plenty of candidates to do that. It's gonna be interesting. We may have to send some pretty decent players back to junior, the 19-year-olds, and I mean, Tyler Hopkins is 3 stars. He should make the team, but we've already got a bunch of other centers. Signed Eichel, and Rubrick had a pretty good start, although he's 19 too. So,
well, we're gonna have some guys who made the team last year going to be in the AHL this year. 6-3.
Yeah, seems likely. Flames and Jordan Binnington in goal now.
Oh, I forgot. It's a new month, which means I can work on bringing down the hostility in the locker room.
Oh, you got something there?
We have open hostility in our locker room right now.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Oh, good. New clique forms. Perfect. Sonny Milano, Bryce Cook, Emile Gut, and Nathan Brisson. Awesome.
And that's a bunch of the guys that were involved in the conflicts earlier.
Well, I took one of them out. Brisson left already. Okay.
The young guys primarily, other than Milano.
I mean, Brisson's a guy who's probably not going to make this team. Oh, Keandre Miller got hurt, so let's get in somebody else. Anyone? Russ needs to come out. Put Jekko in. Bowman can come out, and we'll put Helenis in. I should have switched goalies. Oh well. 4-0 win over Chicago. We're still struggling. Well, the good news is we're getting a lot of goals from everywhere, so that's nice.
Yep.
So, Jeff, yesterday or late last night, Cap Friendly is officially dead. How you feeling?
Yep.
In real life.
Just added a link to Puckopedia, and that's about it. Not real thrilled with Puckopedia's interface, but
they're still working.
you still grow on me.
There's a couple other ones coming out too. Oh, Mark Scheifele got hurt, ruptured bicep.
Yeah, we were debating it in the research forum. I think Puckopedia seems to be a little more. I suspect their sources are a little better, so I think that's going to wind up. They're the ones that will wind up on top.
Cornet 1991 says, "Hey, happy to see a new live. I have your FHM since 2. I'll buy the next one and
Nice.
do a simulation of a young prospect." Oh, well, thanks. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching us at our new streaming time, which I think, Jeff, this is our third big change in terms of streaming now that we've been doing this for, is it 8 years, did we talk about?
I think so, but wait, I was thinking about that. Didn't we used to go earlier or later? I mean, didn't we used to go at this time and then we changed it, or am I backwards?
We were on a different day to start. Was it
right.
Thursdays we were on, and then we switched to Wednesdays. Cornet says, "Yeah, well, yeah, we know. Yeah, it's 11:15 there. Yeah." Jeff's on the West Coast. I'm in the Central, and so different hours. But Jeff works at different hours.
Pacific time zone, not quite the West Coast.
Yeah, that's the West Coast, Jeff.
Oh, so Jets just lost Scheifele for 7 months?
Yeah, I said that. You weren't paying attention, obviously.
Oh, clearly not.
Who is 70%? We'll take Eichel out. He's getting tired. Get Crosby in for a game now. Good comes out. We'll put Cook in. Dursey doing okay? Oh, yeah. Dursey's at 100%. All right, let's give our 20-year-old goaltender, Rogerio, the game. And 4-3 loss to Dallas. And shootout, so not bad for a one-star goalie who is going to go down.
He wants he's 1.5, I think.
Was he 1.5?
Yeah,
okay.
1.5. Yeah, he's 1.5.
Well, he was planning on being one of our goalies with our AHL club, or possibly the ECHL.
We could do what we did a few years ago with the Russian and switch the AHL back up with the ECHL starter halfway through the year.
That was last year. That wasn't a couple of years ago.
No, that was...
No, that was last year. We got rid of the Russian last year because he didn't have the big win scenario. All right, training camp development.
Looks like he's the number 1 in Utah this year.
Yeah. Houston O'Dute is going up, so that's nice. Max Isaacson, Zachary Wilson, Joel Blomqvist still stays at 2. All right, he's going to get sent down.
Up by 3, though, in development. That's kind of surprising at 24. It's kind of maybe good news.
Josh Bloom. Okay. Bloom is going to go down to the AHL too. We'll do it later. Bowman's going up, so that's nice. Brisson's going up, but he's staying at 2 stars. He's probably going to need a little seasoning. Although he could easily be a call-up. Oh, come on. Where'd you go? I got a little bug flying around my face right now. Braden Coots has a huge development boost. 2.5 stars. Frederick Dykau will be our backup. It's up to 1. David Goyette. Oh, there's a nice big bump for him. Still got a long way to go.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Cedric Gilliam. Constant Helenas. Tyler Hopkins. Oh, big jump for him. He's definitely going to be on the team this year. 3 stars. I think. Or at least he's starting the year with us.
Right. He actually lost half a star potential. He was 4 stars at the start of the save.
I'll see. Adam Jekko.
Still, he's good enough to play this year.
Jekko is 2.5 stars, but he might start in the the AHL. Kilavarhu. Okay. Had a healthy year. Probably starts in the A.
Yeah.
Ryan Rubrick gonna start with us at 2.5 stars. Ribkin's 2 stars. Ribkin might start in the AHL too. Much to his chagrin. Oh, there's a big development bump. Tobias Tomic. That's 6 up? 7 up. 7
yeah,
up.
that's the guy. What your other first rounder from this year? But probably not enough to make the team this year.
He's 2.5 stars, but yeah.
He's got another year of junior eligibility, though. Or actually 2 more years. He's still 18.
Yeah. Bennett Kelly in the H or in the W still playing well. That is an awesome Vladimir Dravsky. Like that name. All right. Defensive prospect.
Like that baseball pitcher, Dave Dravecki.
Oh, right. I forgot. Carson Bjarnson still in the
ECHL
right now. We didn't bring him up. So, yeah, I should actually probably move him up to the AHL.
And start Ruggiero in the ECHL?
Yeah. Carson Kuhlman's going up. Reed Anderson's going up. Samuel Fiala, Alex Gendrion, Alexander Lalalier, Yanni Neiman. You know who was very non-noticeable in the training camp development report?
Yeah.
No Bo Jelsma. All right.
Yeah, that's...
Ooh, first loss. 6-1 loss to Philly.
No, he lost 4-3 to somebody.
That was in overtime.
Yeah.
Or shootout.
Still a loss.
Yeah, it's not the same. Same as getting whipped 6-1. And we continue. All right, we're going to take a little while to build the lines here, I think. Ooh, Winnipeg loses another guy for 4 months. Justin Harakian?
AHL guy, looks like.
Oh, there's a trade. Philip Chittle for Anton Lundell. That's a trade.
Yeah, pretty even.
Yeah. All right. Ruggiero play in the Rangers. And we lose 4-3 in overtime. That's better. Okay, so let's take a look at our team right now. So we can say Ruggiero's going to go all the way down to Wheeling. And we have our 2 goalies. We're going to send Bjornsson up to the AHL, though, to back up Blomqvist. Okay. On defense, we have Jersey Keononi, Jackson Smith. We got to send him down to Tri-City if we don't keep him.
And he's only 2 stars. So what do we... Actually, you've got Masden Leslie still in the AHL. You didn't call up. He's at 2.5 stars.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking whether I should... I might give him just a little bit of time. Or should I give Smith a little bit of time, or do I send him down?
No, I'd send him down. And give...
All right.
I was going to say give Archer some time, but you already sent him down.
He's went down to the AHL.
You're down to 6 defensemen now, so you should
I know. So
bring somebody.
Probably
Leslie.
And there's our defenseman. Okay, so we know... Let's just undress forwards here. Okay, Ribkin is going to go down to the AHL. Or we could send him down back to the K, but I think we'll send him down to the AHL for now.
Rose development. Bloom definitely goes down. Yeah, we got from Vancouver.
Bloom.
Left wing.
Yep. Sorry, just sending guys down or just undoing so I could build the roster out. We know Stamkos is in. We know DeBrusk is in.
Bryce Cook seems questionable.
We're going to send Jekko down. Bryce Cook was, the guy who came up and just scored, but we'll send him down to the AHL.
And then, scored and then kind of stopped.
I'm guessing Gideon down right now, too. Still probably like to move Sonny Milano. Eichel's going to be in. Okay, we got 4 spots left for Rubric, Tobias Tomic. I think we're sending Tobias Tomic back down to the OHL, yes?
Yeah. I shopped Milano just in the save and got my version of it. And got 3rd round picks and some overpriced veterans that could still sort of be useful. Rasmus Ristolainen, Casey Zizekas.
Okay, if I take Milano trade and I shop him, I'm gonna shop him.
You could.
I get third round.
Something.
I get 3rd round offers for him straight up.
Asking for picks, yeah.
Yeah. So I could send him back to... Was he with San Jose? I could send him back to San Jose for a 3rd round pick.
Yeah, that's where we got him. We gave him... Sam said we'd sign as a free agent a 4th round pick, so if we get a 3rd rounder back, calls it even.
Send him right back? All right, let's do that. Let's send him back for a 3rd rounder.
San Jose needs help.
So that means we're left with... Yeah, I think David Goyette's got to go back down to do a little bit more seasoning. He's going to be very upset about this.
Yeah, he was with us all season last year. And he did improve quite a bit in training camp, but there's just so many good young centers coming.
Yeah, we're going to leave Rubric in with Morgan Barron, probably going to replace him once Rubric has his 9 games, unless he's playing amazing. And that leaves us with Bowman as our backup and Barron.
Yeah.
That's our backups right now.
Boots and Rubric should probably both look at both of them at 9 games. And if there's a big difference between the two, the worst one goes down.
Okay, Helenas has to stay up with Crosby because I think that's who he had
Yeah.
as.
Lennis, who wound up in the Sabres in the draft in real life.
Yeah. So there's our lineup as it looks. Jeff, what do you think? Rebalancing a bit. Ooh, Helenas is down to 39%. But I kind of like that. Stamkos, Eichel, DeBrusque, Gut, Crosby, Helenas, Brisson, Coots, Rust, Rubrick, Hopkins, Yager. I guess there's always the possibility of us signing Malkin back
Yeah.
too if we really want, because I think he might still be a free agent.
He's still hurt, isn't he?
He's still hurt for another month or so. Yeah.
See how he started. Oh, no, he's
Oh, he
signed with Columbus.
Columbus. Ooh, interesting.
Yep. Thought he'd go to the KHL, but apparently they want to take a chance on 40-year-old with a bad elbow.
I mean, we took a chance on a guy with a bad head, so we'll see. All right, taking a quick look here. Farm teams. We could lose Blomqvist, could lose Corson Kuhlmans, Josh Bloom, or Alexis Gendrion. I guess the only thing we could do is we could call up Corson Kuhlmans and send down Mazden Leslie.
Yeah, you may want to do that just to protect him.
But
And
at the
Coleman's
same
is
time,
bumped up to the 2.5 stars he was to at the start of this. So
yeah,
kind of, wow, how did Connor Schmidt get so high?
I don't know. He took a big jump all of a sudden.
Yeah. We didn't even bring him to camp. He went straight to Moose Jaw.
Yeah.
He's coming off a bad junior year, too.
We actually don't have a ton of defensemen signed in our AHL farm team looking at this.
Smith we sent down. Reed Anderson. Got Fabrizi in the ECHL. Could always call him up. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to grab another free agent defenseman.
Let's look and see who's available to be signed.
Caden Hamill, Hammell. Is he still available?
I'm just looking at.
3-star potential. Was under contract to Seattle for a couple of years. Didn't work out there.
I'm just looking here, and we see Tristan Sarsland. He's currently in camp with the Devils.
Out of college, yeah.
Never got picked. Unsigned. Yeah, I don't think he'd be a bad one.
Seems to stay out of trouble.
Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Yeah, Dylan McKinnon is another one. Let's offer this guy a contract. What's a 2-year deal? Done. That gives us another defensive depth. We don't have that guy scouted enough. Okay, never mind then. Sarsland signed, that's fine. He's going immediately down to the AHL. And you know what? We'll risk losing Carson Coleman's. I don't think we will, but we'll risk it. Just in case. I didn't realize we were actually that short on signed defensive prospects.
I think we've been using a few of them in trades.
I guess. I think we have room for 4 more signees, if I remember right. Well, maybe actually 5 still. I guess it's possible we could grab somebody on waivers here too and send.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
So where did he? Okay. Wrong button. All right, looking at waivers, if there's anybody of interest. Wow, Sebastian Kosa got waived. Ooh, that's interesting. Olin Zellweger. Never really took that next step. He's still 2 stars. 4 potential.
23 though, and has never made it past 2 stars. Yeah, it's interesting, but I mean, we're happy with our goalies, so I don't think we're going to grab any of those guys.
Ooh, Carson Coolmans is very upset for some reason.
Yeah, made up to 2.5 stars. He thinks he should be in the NHL.
And just looking on this side. Nobody's really jumping out who says we need to grab them, so. Lots of good players on waivers, though. Even Mason Appleton's there on waivers. So we will move on past. All right. NHL season preview does not have us listed whatsoever. It does list Winnipeg as a possible challenger, Buffalo as an early Stanley Cup favorite, as well as Vancouver and Edmonton. There's a title you would not expect to see. Buffalo, Vancouver, and Edmonton as Stanley Cup interests.
We'll see what happens with Buffalo after they have to move their goalie because he costs too much, apparently.
All right. Well, we didn't lose any. Oh. Why do we have two? Oh, because it didn't send him down. Okay. We'll send him back down then. And problem solved. As we move on.
Check your tactics now that you got your line set to.
Thank you for reminding me. Although free agency tells us, or free agency, if the preseason tells us anything, we should be pretty good. Ivan Ripken has improved on the left wing. Cool. All right. Tactics. Stretch pass still appears to be probably our best one there. Yep.
Forward's high was looking pretty good.
A lot of bad fits there, though. It's 4 bad fits versus Stretch has nothing.
Yeah, and DeBrusk's one of them. Okay, maybe not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Behind the net. I still think, yeah, behind the net stays again. Okay, we're going to have to switch to the 1-1-3. Torpedo has only 3 guys as bad fits. Could be interesting. Thoughts? Go to Torpedo.
No, I'd go with 1-1-3. There's nobody that's particularly good at Torpedo. Oh, it's Crosby. That's a bad fit, though. That's not great.
Yeah, it's going to be 1-1-2 or 1-2-2.
1-2-2. Yeah.
1-2-2 retreat is Struble is the worst one.
Yeah, and Struble doesn't really matter, so.
We are terrible at defensive zone coverage. Oh. Only one good fit.
I think we went a little high on the offensive content. Yeah. We've got no real defensive defenseman. Let's look at it. Okay, no, Miller. But not much in the way of checking forwards.
Seems like our tactics are kind of staying the same from what I'm looking at. All right. We'll go hard. I guess we're going to play barn burning fire wagon hockey.
See how that works out for us. I got a better goalie this year, so.
We do. We do have a better goalie.
Should be able to open it up a little bit.
Trade between Detroit. Luke Zazu for a 7th round pick. All right. Buffalo, Minnesota, back to back. All right, we'll give Hofer the start. And game 1 of the year, and we go 8-2 win.
Not a bad way to start.
No.
Particularly against a team that's been one of the best ones in the league.
DeBrusk opens it up. We fall down. We only put 25 shots on net. And then Rubrick scores. Goot scores. Russ scores. Brisson scores. Stamkos scores. Letang scores.
Okay, Buffalo, maybe you should have moved somebody other than your goalie.
Rubrick does not want to go back down. He is pressing for a spot.
And Hopkins with 3 assists, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 4th line, isn't it? That may work out really well for us.
I can't remember off the top of my head. All right. Hurricanes just released Kochetkov. Really? All right. Interesting. Started 42 games last year for them, and they upset him so much they dissolved the contract. And let's see. 4th line is Rubrick, Hopkins, and Yager. Although I think they scored on the power play was one of them. All right, so Dykow comes in for game 2 of the back-to-back. And 5-1 win. All right, heavy hitter score this game. All right. Thoughts, Jeff?
Well, great start.
Yeah.
And Winnipeg's apparently started pretty well, too.
On pace for 82 wins on the year.
Sure, we can keep that up.
I mean, that's a pretty reasonable assumption, isn't it?
And the owner expectations are finishing in the top half of the league, so I think you should be able to manage that.
Well, it's a long way to go yet. But I want to believe. Injured players suspended or dressed. Who's injured? Oh, Brian Rust got injured. Sore elbow day to day. All right, Morgan Barron's going to go in for him. And 5-4 loss. Darn. Barron immediately scores in his first game shorthanded. And we keep it close, even taking the lead.
Tampa only had 22 shots. Not a great game in goal.
Not taking a lead, sorry. We tied it up, but gave up a goal. All right, all right. It's interesting. Jeff, in real life, how are you feeling about your Vancouver Canucks offseason?
Not too bad. Would have liked to keep Zadorov, but the signings, I really like the Boston signings. Particularly DeBrusk.
Yeah, which ones? Because there was about 8 of them.
Yeah.
Vancouver.
DeBrusk and Heinen.
Well, there was more than that. It's like half the team changed with Boston, and then the other half the guys went to Boston.
No, I'm generally pretty pleased with it. I think we're in good shape fitting into next year.
Oh, man, we lost again.
Didn't sign any stupid contracts. That's always a good thing in the off season.
Well, that's the thing about like Winnipeg's off season was, yeah, they didn't end up like signing Sean Monahan to a 5-year deal with a bunch of money.
And didn't give any 6-year contracts to 34-year-old defensemen. Wait, how old's Tanev now?
34, yeah.
34, yeah. I'm sure the Leafs won't regret that.
You know, if they win the Stanley Cup, no one will care. But it's the Leafs, so that seems not the best bet. There. Is that a nice way to say that? I think that's a nice way to say that.
Generous, or they're fighting. Last year, the year before, flew into Toronto on WestJet, and they announced the landing as welcome Toronto home with the 1967 Stanley Cup champion Toronto Maple Leafs.
I respect that.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, New Jersey's just picking up everybody off waivers. It's interesting. All right, let's see if we can get back on track versus Boston. And no, we lose 4-2. Apparently, we really need Brian Rust on that third line, so we're going to get him back in now that he's healthy anyways. And our 2-0 starts, we're at 2-3.
Yeah.
All right, game versus the Rangers, so we'll get Dykow in. We also need to get a goalie hot, would help a lot too. And 3-2 win. All right, there we go. Overtime win.
Like coaching the Rangers?
Sorry?
Phil Housley is the Rangers coach now.
Nashville.
And
Buffalo.
remember your 3 more games before you have to make a choice on the junior guys.
Indeed. Well, if we were 9-0, it would have made the decision really easy.
Unfortunately, not quite.
7-2 win over Detroit. We start stomping people again.
And 3 points from Coots. One of the guys potentially might be going down.
Hopkins, I think, is going to stay on the team because he earned it last year with his good play. Rubric, I think we might have to send back down for some more seasoning.
Well, have a look at the stats at 9 games, which will be very soon.
We also probably have some AHL guys we can call up too, for that matter.
Yeah, we're not short on forwards.
Some angry guys who were playing on the team who got sent down.
Fortunately, nobody else in the division's off to a fast start. So
no, I mean we're hanging
behind it all.
Hanging with everybody.
Colorado 7-0-1 to start the year.
Very impressive. Montreal 6-2 as well. Toronto's at
Leafs 2-6. Yeah.
All right, development report here. We can see lots of guys going up, which it should be when they're all young. Nate Brisson has 5 points in 7 games. Good has 3 in 7. Hofer's going up. Jade Struhl. Okay. Ooh, did Mikhail Ilyin take a jump? He's 2.5 stars.
May have. I don't think he was that high. Hang on. Yeah, he was 1.5 star to start the save, so he's going up a full star.
All right. All right, Carvalho has 5 points in 6 games in the AHL. Ribkin has 1 assist in 6 games. That's not good. And he goes up in fighting. Yep, just exactly what we wanted you to do. Ooh, Brian Rust. Oh, Rust, baby. That's rough. He's down to 2.5 stars.
How much longer we got him for? 2 years at 5.125.
Wow, the good news is our click broke up and we're almost out of... Our harmony is actually really good right now.
Yep.
We're going to keep up our scouting. We'll move team morale all the way up as well. Oh. Now, why did that happen? I'll have to look into that.
And what happened?
Utah Hockey Club logo.
Oh, the logo. The original might be too big.
4-1 win. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. I thought it was sized okay, but maybe not. Okay, Jack Eichel gets a hat trick. And 8 games in now. Decision's coming. Frederick Dykhouse actually leading the league in goals against and almost in save percentage.
I might as well keep playing him.
I mean, he's our backup. We're just only getting in the odd game, but...
It's not like we spent a bunch of money on Hofer. He's given the new he's only getting 1.3 this year, and he's...
Piwa.
The new one was only 3.3.
Go Wings. Well, they just lost to us, Pewog.
Badly.
Just have to rub it in that extra amount.
It was 8-2 or something, wasn't it?
All right, team harmony. All right, Crosby keeps working it down, so that's good. Owner confidence update. Fans aren't thrilled. Your opinion is split, but no worries about your job. We're doing everything we can. What else can you want?
And the Capitals just aren't getting any better, are they?
That's
They
okay.
got Celebrini, and they're still.
How do you think they're going to do this year in real life? I'm really intrigued to see what they do with all these moves.
Yeah. It basically still comes down to Ovechkin, though.
Yeah.
He's got anything left. And he's actually still going strong in this game. 3.5 stars.
And some more things. Braden Schneider is available.
At a point, 2.5 stars.
No, but you talked about more defensive guys. That's a defensive defenseman. Our Birdie 17. Well, you've officially stumbled into our official stream, so it's kind of hard for me to give you a non-biased opinion on that. You are correct. Franchise Hockey Manager 10 is on sale for about 12 more hours on Steam for $9.99 USD. So if you want to pick it up, there's not really a better time to buy than right now.
And are we at, oh no, one more game? So we got to look at the roster after this one?
I had forgot about that, so... all right. That is game 9. Are you able to use past season rosters, say like 2010 rosters? FHM has a historical mode where you can go all the way back to
1909.
I was going to say it was 1909. So yes, to get correct rosters for teams. You could also import rosters into a custom game, or import teams. Sorry, not rosters. Import teams into a custom game if you would like. So you could play the 2010 Pittsburgh Penguins versus the 2012 Buffalo Sabres versus the 1972 Montreal Canadiens, and so on and so forth.
Okay, let's have a look at the stats and see who's going down.
Look, I use the other stats screen, Jeff. Aren't you proud of me? Stat summary. Okay, so
Eichel, you were looking at the other one first.
I was, but I meant to the right other one. Eichel's got 12 points. Yeah, he's been playing well for us. Okay, Hopkins has 7 points in 9 games. Rubric has 6 points in 9 games. And was it Brisson was the other one? No.
No, he's 20. That's maybe?
It. That's the two of them. Yeah, just the two of them.
Oh, I think Coots is technically still 9. Yeah, Coots is still 19. I mean, they're all doing reasonably well. I think maybe we keep everybody. Unless there's somebody on the farm team you really want to bring up.
There isn't 3D Me, though. Correct? It is a 2D game engine if you're watching the games, yes. Let's just take a quick look at our AHL farm team stats. Bloom actually is leading the team with 10 points after you made us send him down. Josh Bloom. So that's interesting. David Goyette has 7 points in 6 games. All right, good. He's not actually mad about being sent down. It's not bad. Sturzik's got 6. Gendron. Oh, you Kuhlman's. Okay.
And they're 2-2-3. Not a huge start, but
no, but there's some good things there. There's some players. These guys just need ice time to get going. Okay, I guess we're gonna run it with as we have. Yeah,
Yep.
it's a 2D match engine. Yes. If you look at the store Steam page, I'm pretty sure there's video.
Yep.
I guess I could put some on in this next game, Jeff. Do you want to see some beautiful customized logos, of course?
Oh God, is it the mascots again?
Eric Carlson has signed for only 5.3 million extension to stay in Buffalo.
How many years? So there's one more year after this one. So
all right,
they're going to save $4.5 million on that next year.
All right,
He is coming off a huge season.
Just for you, our birdie, we're gonna get some of Jeff's favorite stuff here. Let's see. Okay, that should be everything to start, so we can see some beautiful start.
And we have to point out at this point that this is a mod Adam put in. The players do not look by default like the mascots.
And yet everybody loves it. Jeff, you're the only person who doesn't like the mascots. Although I was going to change it to numbers as well, because it's cutting off over some of the eyes.
Yeah, the mascot.
That is also a sound mod for the national anthem. There's all sorts of mods all over the place on our forums.
Right, I can't hear it because I don't have the stream sound turned up. Well, you just got the highlights on, or you?
No, I'm going to stop and put the highlights on. Actually, we're going to just go to goals. We'll go fast. And watch mode, we're going to switch to all goals.
You don't need to put it on fast for view speed.
You don't like the guys moving that quick? Okay, fine. I'll turn it down. View speed normal. Puck snap back, forth. And Daikow's giving up everything underneath. Is the goal horn a mod? That is the default goal horn. Jeff can go.
Canucks goal horn, actually.
Sorry?
It's a Canucks goal horn. That's where I got. Well, technically, the Canucks goal horn is a sound from the ferry between Vancouver and Vancouver Island, and I think that's what I used for the to get the sound file.
Nice. Struble scores again. I believe it can be modded, though. Am I incorrect in that?
Yep.
Yeah. So a lot of the stuff is moddable.
Yes, it can be modded. Yes, you're not. Yes, you're incorrect.
It can't be?
It can.
Okay, because I said it was, and then you tried to confuse me. All right, Struble doesn't understand what he's doing, which is unfortunate. Are you guys the developers of these games? Our birdie, I am the community manager. I'm Adam. The other guy speaking is Jeff, and he is the producer of the game, actually. And Jeff has been the producer since version 1.
2014? 14?
14 it released.
Well, yeah.
And I've been here
in 2013
since post-launch of FHM2.
And you were only 8 years old.
Something like that.
You're losing badly here, by the way.
Just relax. We're scoring here again. Stamkos coming in doing snapping her home on the power play. It's 3-2. Can we turn it around? I just want to point out, you see what the shots are? It's 47-28. Our goalie stood on his head. We did what we could. That was a really quick.
Edinger.
Are you aiming eventually to have a 3D match engine? Long term?
Not really, because that would cost a fortune. We're a very small team.
Yes. But never say never, but it's a very long, very, 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 very long
There
way
are
down.
other things we'd like to spend development time on.
Yes.
We do that, and that's going to eat pretty much all of it.
Yes. Now, FHM 10, actually, Jeff, you can talk about this. We just actually released a maintenance update as well.
Yeah, just fix a few small problems. The primary one was somewhere along the line, the custom promotion to promotion relegation system. If you had more than one team being set to be promoted or relegated, it wasn't working right. It seemed to. I know we had it working at one point, but it seemed to get broken by something we did later. So now it's back to normal, and a few other small things that we were able to do without risking any other big problems. But that will probably be the very last one you see for FHM10. We've gone a little later the updates than we normally do.
Shootout loss. No, sorry, overtime loss, not shootout. Can you manage a club team as well as a national team at the same time? Yes, you can.
Yes.
Which means you could hypothetically be flying across the world in a matter of moments.
Yep. If you want to quickly just go to the world menu, you can show them the national teams that are available.
Well, there's a lot of them here, and my screen's probably even cutting them off.
All right. Yeah. It keeps going down to...
Go to Jeff's favorite one, which is North Korea.
Yep. And it has all the international tournaments down to the Division 4 of the World Championships.
Yes, so you want to play or be the head coach of the Taiwan national under-18 team, you can be. Or Turkmenistan, Malaysia. How can you be those? You have to get a job offer. Job offers come on July 2nd.
You can also take them over at the start of the game, too.
Yes. Yes, you can also take them over at the start of the game.
Or you can play in commissioner mode and take them over whenever you want.
Yes.
Except during tournaments, I think. If it started, you can't do that.
Yeah. Although if you're an NHL coach, you're not exactly going to get job offers for taking over the under-18 team. For some random country.
And offers for a shutout for the Penguins.
Yes, and we've actually climbed our way back into first place in the Metro.
Carlson actually leading the league in scoring. And Buffalo doing pretty well, so apparently the moves to cut salary worked out okay for him.
Well, Tage Thompson, Tanner Howe are third and sixth. So that's not a huge surprise.
Who have they got in goal now?
Well, when we played them, it was that some European goalie who was 1 stars. Is the salary cap same every year, or does it change with league revenue? The salary cap is set at a base level that it was this current past year in the NHL. You can manually adjust it.
Yeah, we don't do it automatically in the game just because we tried that in the very early versions, and it got really confusing because you get you may play for 10, 20 years or longer, and after a couple of decades of steady increases in the salary cap, you really lose your frame of reference for what's a good salary and what's not. So it's a lot less confusing if we keep it at a steady value.
Yes, when you're simply put, when your fourth liners are asking for $8 million, people tend to get miffed.
Yeah, it looks like Buffalo's got Scott Ratzlaff, rookie goalie, again. Well, apparently they're really confident in him.
Yeah. But lots of people do just, move it up by a few million all the time. And you'll see raises and guys ask for more money. I know one game I've been running for a while, one of the top guys now is making just shy of $20 million.
A season?
Yeah.
Oh, is that with you raising the salary cap?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was going to say that.
That may be the case
possible within normal settings, but yeah.
Yes, Alberti, you're right. And but in 20 years, people will understand that. Trying to explain that to some people who feel like fourth liners should only be making minimum wage or a couple million, it's very hard for some people. It's the rising tides theory, right? About the top guys are going to keep going up, but everyone's going to get pulled up along the way. If you're not thinking about that, it's really hard to kind of wrap your mind around it. Which isn't to say you can't, and that's why the ability is. Are there add-ons and contracts like trade clauses, no movement clauses, bonuses? Yes to all of them. Although bonuses are for specific things, which we added.
It's the NHL bonus structure, which is basically for entry-level contracts or guys that are over 35.
Yep. She can give the
Tanner Pearson over in Europe.
3-0 win again. Okay, we're getting a little bit more steady play here all of a sudden. Maybe some of the guys are starting to adapt to the tactics too, which is helping.
And to each other. There's a lot of turnover on the team.
Also true. Yeah, so you can have trades denied because they won't want to move somewhere if you try to add them to a trade.
Oh, and remember the guy we traded to Arizona, now Utah?
The Russian goalie?
Yeah, look at number 3 in goals against average.
He's number 2 right now, yes. Murashov. Again, it wasn't that he wasn't bad. It was that one stat line from our scouts saying he doesn't show up in big games that makes me worried.
Yeah.
He might be a perfectly good regular season goalie.
It's just funny because we had pretty much written him off as not really a prospect, and then he has a huge season in the huge season in the KHL. I think he's the rookie of the year and top goalie there. We bring him over, start him in the ECHL. He does fantastic, and then up to the ECHL or to the AHL, and he's still doing great. And then you trade him away.
Yes. Okay.
We did get Sean Dursley back.
Question here from Arbert. He says, where does your player salary contracts and current team salary? We can look here on their team roster. You can see right now cap hits and lengths just for a quick overview. And then you can see, of course, contracts right here. Which if we click on contracts, you can see what type of contract it is, salary, length for every single player in the organization. So in this bottom corner, you can see that we have 50 total contracts we can have. We're currently at 43. If we're looking at, which one is it to show the contract payouts? Is it finance?
Do you mean the contract payouts?
Like
lengths?
Well, it shows you like how much you're paying every year.
Oh, that's salary obligations under finance.
Yeah, finances, salary obligations. Yeah, so you can see here like. It breaks it down even a little bit more, so we can see like in forecasted of 2032, 2033, we're still paying Jack Eichel $7.8 million, but nobody else is on the books, and so on and so forth. Also tells you if they're going to be a UFA at the end of it, RFA, etc. How much of an issue is offered to Utah as in programming? Transferred typo. If I wanted somebody to move, no, so there's 3 ways to trade in the game, Marberti. If I want to trade somebody like Letang, I can right click on him, go to trade options, and I can immediately shop him. I can also set him by putting him on the trade block. And then offers will come in over time. Or I can manually trade him, go Penguins, and go trade transfers. And so say I wanted to ship him to Anaheim. If I click on him and then right-click and add a player, I'll just try it right now. There. Pops up saying he's using his no-move clause. He has no interest in going to Anaheim, as well as these other teams are the only teams he's willing to go to. Also, whoa. Struble is hurt. Kilarhu's hurt. What's going on? And 1 to 2 weeks with a sports hernia. Ugh. Kilarhu. What happened to Struble, though? Mild shoulder sprain. Okay, well, he's only out day to day, so that's fine. Put Mazda and Leslie in then.
Yeah, Leslie gets his first NHL games, I think. Oh, no, he played a couple last year.
Yeah. P-Wog, we just edited Arizona for this game. And then somebody on the forums whose name's escaping me, Razor, created the jerseys that and logo that I threw in. Of course, when the next version of FHM launches, all that stuff will be already done. And I guess that was big news too. Alex Murillo officially gave up all his rights to Arizona here now.
Yeah, huge surprise.
And win again. I mean, I saw somebody say, what was it? He was the biggest con artist of the modern NHL. I'm like, no, I think that still goes to Spano. Murillo had the money. I just don't know if he cared enough to get stuff done.
I think technically Bruce McDonald's got a claim there.
Oh, okay. That's fair, too.
And Nelson Scalabrini had the Flames for part receiver for about 1 year, I think.
4-3 win over New Jersey. Okay, well, there's a question here. Our Birdie 17 says, is no state taxes involved? Haha. I'm assuming for probably trying to get guys to sign.
No, we don't get that far into it. Would be a little bit of a pain to have to track tax rates in every possible jurisdiction.
No, but I mean, there is. Yeah. And LTIR cheating come playoffs? Yep, that definitely happens.
And now Buffalo's trying to get rid of Carlson.
Well, they realized maybe their goaltending actually needs to be shored up a bit.
They're leading the league, aren't they? Ooh, yeah, that's...
21.
I mean, the rookie's doing fine, but...
Okay, did they even draft him, or is he a free agent? Oh, he's a 5th-round draft pick. Okay. They don't even actually have a goalie in the minor leagues right now. That's how shored up they are. So if they have an issue, they're going to be in trouble.
I think there's quite a few decent free agent goalies out there.
Our Birdie says, I am Aussie. Can you manage the Aussie national team? Yes. And even more to the point, Jeff.
Show them. I'll have to get out of this game.
We win again. Even more to the point, if you wanted to play as your local team in the Australian Ice Hockey League, you can do that. The Australian Ice Hockey League is in fact in the game with the Adelaide Brisbane, CBR Brave, Rhinos, Melbourne Ice, Melbourne Mustangs, Newcastle North Stars, Perth Thunder, Sydney Bears, and Sydney Ice Dogs. Although there is a scheduling change because I know they play typically in your...
Yeah, they play in Australian winters, so which doesn't fit into our season system, so we offset it by 6 months.
Yeah. So the games won't take place when you would think they would, just to make that work. But otherwise, yes, that league is in the game. So if you want to do that, you can. Okay, I just flashed the screen there. Every single team that you see or every single league you see there on that world screen, I'll pop it up here again in a second, is playable. That is in white. If it's in the more dark colored, it's not. That being said, with FHM 10, you are able to import different leagues into custom games. While they might not be fully functional or have all the rules quite set up, you can bring in the teams and have a functioning league. Struble says he's ready, so I'm going to get him back in. I'm going to take Leslie out. He had 2 points in 3 games. So here's all the leagues that are in. Again, our birdies. So Australian, the Win 2-Day Ice Hockey League, Belarusian Extra Liga, OHL, WHL, Q. Actually, that league name didn't get changed, but that's probably... Actually, never mind. That's because
you started to say before I changed it, yeah? Before they changed it.
So the Quebec Maritime Junior Ice Hockey League, U Sports League Nord, or LNAHL, Tip Sport Extra Liga, Chance Liga, EIHL, Planet Ice, NIHL, Liga Mestis, Sumo Sargi, Cinderglass, Dutch League 2, Asian League Ice Hockey, Elite Hockey Ligen, Torin Hockey Liga, the KHL, the VHL, the Tipos Extra Liga, the SHL Hockey Alvaskan, National League Swiss League, and of course the NHL, AHL, ECHL, NCAA Division 1 Hockey, roughly the SPHL and the FPHL are all playable in FHM 10 standard mode. There's a whole lot of things to say. Game versus Buffalo here, which I guess we're going into a little bit of overtime, but I'm okay with that. And we lose 3-2. That's our first loss in quite a while. So, for example, say you're managing the Latvian national team, would you load the Latvian league so that the regions would be spawned more frequently? Jeff?
You don't necessarily have to do that. You'll have enough players for the national team regardless of whether or not the local league is set to playable.
Yeah. I assume regens are spawned. Yes, I mean, yes.
No regens. It's set players are. It's not like a Football Manager.
Okay.
We don't create players the same way we don't recycle older players into new ones. It's always freshly created new players every year.
Yes, you'll get brand new draft classes, and for the NHL, and brand new players for every other league. So you can get some guys with some awesome names eventually. Although, I don't know, maybe Jeff remembers this. We had there was one test game I was running with Winnipeg a couple years back, and Winnipeg on their team had Pierre-Luc Dubois, P.L. Dubois, Pierre-Luc Dubois, and there was another Dubois still. All ended up on Winnipeg by some weird chance. But it was all variations of guys from different spots, different places. Really? So, like, what happens when Aho McDavid retire? Assuming you're still going, your league will continue, or your world will continue with brand new fictional players. Sorry, PY, we beat the Wings again. I have personally run test games, not in standard mode, but in historical, that have gone into the 2200s once. And, I mean, there's some people who have run FHM 10. I know somebody's run at least into, like, the 2060s or 2070s. There is a point, though, where when you continue to run, the game save files do get fairly large. So sim speeds can get a little more interesting. Is that a real guy, Jeff? Justin Fujisawa?
Uh, I think so. Let me double check, but that rings a bell. Oh, maybe not. No, guess not. That's our first generated year, fully generated draft year. Oh, there may be one or two real guys in there, but that one is not real. So yeah, that's the kind of guy that'll show
Let's
up.
say there. Okay, interesting. And so, would world-class players spawn in more developed hockey nations like Canada and Sweden compared to Latvia and Slovakia? Yes.
Although Latvia and Slovakia will still generate good players.
Yes, because there has been good players.
It's it. Yeah.
Just not at the rate of, say, Canada or the U.S.
And the teams, the quality that the quality of players the countries generate will change a bit over time depending on their performance internationally. New development report.
Yeah, Luca Roma's up to 2.5 stars. Cagnoni's got 16 points in 19 games. Hopkins continues to go up. Jagger continues to go up.
And he's up to 3 stars now, too.
Oh, Ryan Rubrick's got to 3 stars, but he's now lost all his potential and he's just down to 3-star potential.
No, he's only 3.5 stars before that, so.
Bennett Kelly
that may move a little bit. Still very young.
Okay, how's Bryce Cook doing in the AHL this year? 14 points in 17 games. Nice. Okay. Step in the right direction. All right, David Goyette continues to 22 points in 15 games. Okay, so if we need somebody up, he might be an easy call up.
Yeah, seems to be handling the demotion okay. What's Gelsman's down to 2.5 again.
Not the best. Oh, look at that. Hofer was named goaltender of the month. Is multiplayer possible with added AI in the future? Pewog's asking.
Not sure I understand the question.
Yeah, neither. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Pewog. And our birdie says, "Nice. Is there a fantasy draft?"
If you start the custom game, you can redraft the from whatever you've started setup you use.
Yes, you can also do one in. 5-1 loss to Philly. Philly just has our number right now. Oh man, they scored 5 goals before we finally got one on the board. Just a bad game from us. You can also create a fantasy draft in a custom game too, right?
Yep.
And Pewog says multiplayer game with 10 friends in the same league. I mean, you can do that now, but it's done through file sharing. Owner confidence update. Our fans aren't thrilled, but we're doing... what do you want from us, man? Okay, let's kill.
Trading away the players they like.
It's actually losing to our main rival. We're only at 58. Sonny Milano did have an off-ice incident, which is, another reason why we traded him.
You were 51 at the start of the stage, so it's gone up a little bit. And the other numbers
for graphics, can you get real player faces? That's something else that's moddable. Check our forums. Anyways, I guess we've actually gone way over time on this episode, as we're about an hour and a half in. So I'm just gonna die cow this game here. Ooh, Geach is gonna need the next game off. 6-3 win over the Islanders. All right. Rubric has converted to left wing. All right.
And Boulet, who he traded away, just got suspended.
Gonna give Bowman his first game of the year. Night. Thanks, Bjorg. When would the next version of FHM 11 be released? It'll be around the start of the NHL season.
Yep.
That's typically what we aim for. That is what we'll still be aiming for. All right. Giving our buddy Braden Bowman his first game. And it's a 1-0 loss. Oh. Zigra scores the only goal. Really good game from everybody defensively. Just couldn't score. Only had 24 shots on net. So Anaheim... Oh no, Brian Ross got hurt. Black eye day to day. Well, last time we lost to him, we went on a huge, big, long losing streak. So let's hope that doesn't continue again. Well, this all sounds bloody beautiful, our Birdie17 says. Minus the... Well, thank you. Again, perfect time to buy right now if you want to check it out. I mean, there's no better price than $9.99 to jump in and spend some time.
Yep. And that Steam sale will be going away in
12 hours.
Another 12 hours, yeah.
No. Less than that now. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you missed it. It's over. With that, though, I think we're going to start the wrap up here because I think we've been going on long enough. So
and just look at Colorado, 18-3-1. What does their lineup look like?
I'll start the wrap up and then we'll take a look. Oh, okay, never mind. We finished. All right, let's take a look at Colorado's lineup. Dustin Wolf in net.
Yeah, goaltending is impressive. Not a ton of changes.
Healthy Landeskog's probably helping. Yeah, 108 points last year. He's got 31 already, on pace for 115.
And Nikushkin hasn't imploded.
And then you still got Nate McKinnon being Nate McKinnon.
Yeah, it's mostly the current team.
Yeah. All right, so with that, thank you very much for tuning into another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night, now at 11 p.m. Eastern on our Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager, as well as twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments as well, with our stream archives going live Saturdays at about 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for European viewers. You can reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we're at Franchise Hockey. You can find a link to our official Discord in our Twitter bio. Or, of course, you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to the official forums where you can come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of the Park Baseball, Perfect Team Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. Jeff, did I miss anything? I think we talked about most things in this episode. Maintenance update is out. Sale will be over by the time you're seeing this, if you're not watching it live with us right now, on Wednesday, July 10th of 2024. But I think that's about it.
Yeah, we covered pretty much everything. We'll be back next week, I guess, with the ongoing Montreal Canadiens history game. We're into the 28, 29, I think. We did 2 weeks in a row of that, so a couple of years ahead. Because we're just about to head into the Great Depression. So everything is looking great for the NHL at this point, and then it's all going to come crashing down, and we're going to lose a whole bunch of teams.
Or are we going to... No, it's going to lose a bunch of things. All right. So thank you very much, and we will see you again real soon.